A young girl sat calmly holding a handwritten sign in her small hands. There were no cameras flashing, no professional lighting, no rehearsed lines, just a child, sitting still, carrying a message that came straight from her heart. The sign read, "Elon Musk, can you help me make a rocket?" That was all. No long explanation, no dramatic speech, no complicated words. Just curiosity, just courage, just a dream bold enough to reach the stars. Beside her sat Elon Musk, wearing a simple Santa hat, smiling as he looked toward the camera. In that moment, he wasn't the billionaire CEO, the tech visionary, or the man behind rockets and electric cars. He was just someone listening. And what happened next wasn't scripted. It wasn't staged. It wasn't planned for views or attention. Yet within hours, this small Christmas moment spread across the internet like wildfire. People shared it, replayed it, and talked about it non-stop. Millions felt inspired. Others felt emotional. Some saw themselves in that little girl, remembering a time when they too believed anything was possible, and the entire world was left asking one powerful question. The girl wasn't asking for toys. She wasn't asking for money. She wasn't asking for fame. She was asking how to build something that reaches the sky, something bold, complex, and far beyond what most people expect from a child her age. At a time when many kids are told to be realistic or dream small, she did the opposite. She dared to ask one of the hardest questions imaginable. Rockets aren't simple. They don't come with easy answers. They stand for science, patience, trial and error, and the courage to fail again and again before finally succeeding. To most people, a rocket is metal, fuel, and equations. But to her, it was something more. It was possibility. It was proof that ideas can fly, that curiosity has no age limit, and that even the biggest dreams begin with a single question. She wasn't worried about how difficult it sounded or how impossible it might seem. She just wanted to understand how something so powerful could be built by human hands. She didn't care that Elon Musk runs companies like SpaceX and Tesla. She didn't care about headlines, success, or billions of dollars. She only saw him as someone who once stood where she stands now, full of wonder, questions, and imagination. And that's what made this moment so powerful. It wasn't about celebrity or status. It wasn't about fame or attention. It was about connection. Between a young mind full of curiosity and an experienced mind shaped by years of dreaming, failing, and trying again. It was a bridge between generations, linking a question asked today to a future yet to be built. Little did she know, her simple question was about to remind the world of something we often forget. Dreaming still matters. Instead of laughing it off, instead of giving a generic answer, instead of saying, maybe one day. Elon Musk did something no one expected. He didn't turn it into a joke. He didn't brush it aside. He didn't talk down to her. In that moment, he chose to take the question seriously, because he understood what it really represented. It wasn't just about rockets. It was about curiosity. It was about courage. It was about a young mind daring to imagine something bigger than herself. He didn't talk about money or resources. He didn't say you have to be special or born different. He didn't claim that only geniuses can do things like this. Instead, his response was simple, and that's exactly why it hit so hard. He talked about learning by building, about starting small and figuring things out step by step, about failing, learning from those failures, and trying again without fear. He explained that rockets aren't magic. They're not built by superheroes. They're built by people who are willing to learn, experiment, and keep going even when things don't work the first time. And then came the most powerful part. He made one thing very clear. Anyone can start. Not someday, not when you're older, not when you have everything figured out. Right now. That single idea changed everything. Within hours, his response spread like wildfire across the internet. People shared it, commented on it, and replayed it again and again. Not because it was flashy, but because it was real. Because it spoke to something deeply human. It wasn't just advice for a little girl. It was a message for anyone who ever thought their dream was too big, too difficult, or too far away. This gave me goosebumps. I needed this today. This is how you inspire the next generation. Strangers who had never met each other felt connected by a single moment. The video was shared across platforms, passed from phone to phone, and replayed late at night by people who needed hope more than headlines. Parents shared it with their children, using it as a reminder that curiosity should never be ignored. Teachers played it in classrooms, showing students that